Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. US forces have seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela, President Donald Trump has said, marking a sharp escalation in Washington's pressure campaign against Nicolas Maduro's government. Releasing a video of the seizure, Attorney General Pam Bondi described the vessel as a crude oil tanker used to transport sanctioned oil from Venezuela and Iran. Caracas swiftly denounced the action, calling it an act of international piracy. The Trump administration accuses Venezuela of funneling narcotics into the US and has intensified its effort to isolate President Maduro in recent months. Meanwhile, Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, who has been in hiding for months, says she knows exactly the risks she's taking by travelling to Norway to collect her Nobel Peace Prize. In an emotional moment, Machado waved to cheering supporters who had gathered outside the Norwegian capital's Grand Hotel.
Can I go now? You can go.
Machado appeared in Oslo in the middle of the night, waving from the balcony of a hotel. It was the first time she has been seen in public since January. The 58-year-old made the covert journey despite a travel ban and a threat from the Venezuelan government that she would be labelled as a fugitive.
We have no doubt
the government of Bulgarian Prime Minister Rosen Zelyaskov has resigned after protesters took to the streets in cities across the country and filled the centre of the capital, Sofia. Zelyaskov's dramatic move came ahead of a vote of no confidence in parliament and 20 days before Bulgaria joins the euro. Protesters had accused his minority centre-right government, in power since January, of widespread corruption. The government had already scrapped a controversial budget plan for next year in response to demonstrations last week. Pakistan's former spy chief has been sentenced to 14 years in prison by a military court on charges including violation of state secrets and interfering in politics. Faiz Hamid led Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence Agency from 2019 to 2021, during the tenure of now-jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan. He was known to be a staunch supporter of Khan and took early retirement shortly after Khan was ousted in a no-confidence vote in 2022. It is the first time that an ISI chief in Pakistan has been court-martialed. His lawyer said he plans to appeal against the verdict. Dozens of flights and trains have been cancelled, schools closed, and hospital operations postponed in cities across Portugal as the two main union federations stage a general strike over unprecedented labour reforms. Public transport was down to a minimum service in many areas, and unions said refuse collections were at a standstill as the strike took hold. The last time the CGTP and generally less militant UGT joined forces was during the Eurozone debt crisis in 2013. Prosecutors have released body cam footage showing the initial interaction between Luigi Mangione and police officers. The footage shows Mangione inside a McDonald's restaurant in Pennsylvania, where officers approached him and asked for his name.
What's your name?
Mark.
What is it? Mark?
Mangione was arrested at the McDonald's on the 9th of December 2024, ending a 5-day manhunt following the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York. Mangione has pleaded not guilty to both state and federal murder charges. President Donald Trump has launched a scheme offering fast-tracked US visas to wealthy foreigners who can pay at least $1 million. The Trump Gold Card, which was first announced earlier this year, is a US visa awarded to those who can demonstrate they will provide a substantial benefit to the country, according to the scheme's official website. It comes as Washington intensifies its immigration crackdown, including raising work visa fees and deporting undocumented migrants. And the Australian Transport Safety Bureau has released footage of the moment a skydiver's parachute wrapped around a plane wing in far north Queensland. Video shows the handle from the skydiver's reserve parachute snagging on the plane's wing flap and accidentally deploying, leaving them hanging from the stabiliser by the parachute. The skydiver eventually cut himself free before deploying his backup parachute, surviving the incident with only minor injuries. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.